Hello and welcome to March. This is for the week of the 2nd. I'm running a little behind on life, I guess Mercury retrograde or whatever. So, yeah, this is coming you a little late, but whatever. Today I pulled for you the Seven of Pentacles. And to me, the message of this card and for this week is really about patience with our manifestations. I've been thinking about how I planted some seeds in January, like some literal seeds, like actual flower seeds. I planted them on the Cancer full moon in January. And here we are at the very beginning of March, and those little seeds are just starting to, we're just starting to see the green leaves pop up out of the dirt. And a lot has happened since the Cancer full moon, right? We had the Leo full moon, and we also had the Pisces new moon, right? Like, lots of shit has been shifting and transforming and informing us. So I think it's like when we're manifesting, I think that we can kind of expect things to be instantaneous, especially since I think that's sort of the vernacular, like a lot of like law of attraction things uses, like, oh, once you get in alignment, like then it'll be there right away. And not that that doesn't happen sometimes, or that life doesn't work that way. It's like sometimes it is like lightning in a bottle. But sometimes the energy of what we're seeing growing in our life is truly more like a plant. It's more something that is unfolding, and it's something that takes time. It's kind of like cooking, right? You can like slap together a sandwich in 2 seconds, or you can like make a stew that's like in a slow cooker for 6 hours. So I think the message for this week again is like to have patience with yourself and your process, because I think what you're building in your life, or what we're building in our lives, might be a little bit bigger than what an instantaneous manifestation can like kind of create. That this is really like a slow build, and that we, even though maybe our manifestations and us getting into alignment can be instant, the 3D world can be a little bit slow to catch up with us. And sometimes it's a good thing too, right? Because we can integrate, we can kind of, adjust and like find our new rhythms and all that. So I just feel Seven of Pentacles energy for us this week is really about knowing that it's unfolding, knowing that things are happening, knowing that the plant is growing and that the flowers are on their way, but that it might be around spring that we really start to see some of, and by spring I mean like April, May. That might be when we really start to see like the proof or the evidence or the confirmations that we're looking for. Not that we might not get some like little gifts along the way, or that, other things aren't going to be coming into our lives, but I think like when it comes to the real big growth of like maybe a project you're working on, or like the next big job you're looking for, or even maybe in relationships, I think that we have to know that we're laying the groundwork and that we're showing up to it every day, and that true manifestation is also about the acts we do, right? Because there's that whole thing like faith without acts is dead, right? So it's not just like to make something appear out of thin air, like to make this plant grow out of thin air. It's actually like really a process of tending to and showing up every day, and also giving rest, right? Like sometimes we don't want to dig into the roots or like see if they're growing, because then we're interrupting the process. We just have to, that is where real faith comes in, trusting that the plant is growing and that we shouldn't disturb it, or the plant maybe sometimes being ourselves, to not put that undue pressure on us. So I think I'll leave it there, because that's pretty much what I got. And yeah, I'll see you again next week. Bye.